What is going on, my friends? Welcome to another fishing adventure on this beautiful Caribbean beach. Today I'm going to be cast netting first off for some bait fish, hopefully in these shallows. I actually don't see any yet. I took one pass. I don't see any, but hopefully some will show up. Yeah, normally I see bait fish in here. I don't see them right now. I'll have to draw them in. Then I want to cast net them, and then I want to use the little fish for the big fish. You know, just kind of make my way up the food chain. Definitely glad I brought bait down instead of just relying on there being a school here. So I've got some fish guts from a previous adventure, fish carcasses. Start with the snapper fillet. Then I also have this spike here. Put it in there like that to keep them on the bottom. Nothing can carry them off so easily. It didn't take long for things to start gathering around once the oil slick from the bait started to spread. Right away, I'm seeing some crabs on the bait, so I'm gonna get a glove. You know, I better get 2 gloves. I actually found these on this beach. Get a second glove. Let's grab some crab. There we go. Oh, look at that bait size, folks. Look at that little bait size. Woo, doggy. That is a little guy. That not too big, not too small. Throw him right in there. So the longer I left it down there, the more the oils from the dead fish started to spread in the water, and the more live fish and things it started to bring in. And this is something anybody can do. If you need bait for a day's fishing, stick your old fish carcasses on the bottom, see what comes along. Oh, they're skittish. They're really skittish. Oh, they could see it coming. Dang it. Oh, wait, no, I have one. I do have one. I didn't even see that. And I have a crab. Well, that's good. Check it out. Oh, I think that was the crab I missed earlier. It's kind of a white one. Probably a, you know, a white crab. There we go. And a fish. Look at this, my friends. Perfect piece of bait right there. Ah, yes. 2 crabs and a fish. I'll take it. So I moved the fish to more of the corner of the cove where I was standing, and the wind was blowing directly in my face and blowing everything toward this corner, which I thought would be good. But you can see here, a crab comes, but I don't really see many fish. It's kind of interesting to see kind of what the experience is like for them in a stormy little cove like this on a windy day. A couple of crabs came for it, and then I just walked up and down the beach with my cast net looking for schools of fish. My dad has joined me. I see him. Whoa, guys, my dad already has one within the first couple casts. Let me throw the cast net down. Oh, it's a good one. Nice, Pops. Oh, I mean, within the first couple casts. A big one, too. Oh, nice. A big one.
That's a good one,
That's,
man.
I mean, good eating.
Woo, that
nice.
was I mean, that's like bang.
I was about to walk down to you and just see what you were doing.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Whoa.
I've been swimming out here for how many days? I always see these guys down there.
Oh, the hook came
cool.
out.
Very cool.
Brought the yellow bag down.
Look at that.
That'll eat real good, Pops. Wow.
All right.
Well, anyway, guys, my dad has joined me down here, and hopefully it'll be a good little fishing afternoon here. Based on the number of bait fish coming around, things were shaping up really good. There we go. I think I got some. Yes, got one. Every little bit helps. This might be a 5-pound snapper right here. You know, turn him into a 5-pound snapper. I just saw a crab bury himself right here. Let's see if I can grab him. I'm just gonna throw him up on shore. Yep, sure enough, I saw him bury himself. Whoa, whoa, look, he jumped. He jumped. Did you guys see that? Whoa. Well, I've never seen a crab jump. Watch this. You gonna jump for me again? Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, got me that time. You know what I'm gonna do? Boop, like that. And then grab him. There we go. Just as a point of interest, I thought this was cool that a female crab came over. Look at that orange sack on her there. That is a whole bunch of eggs. You probably get really hungry when you're carrying a few thousand babies. All right, friends, I just went up and got my fishing rod. So, let's get the bait that's in here. Nice little morsel. I got him hooked through the lips just like so. Let's see if that gets a big something. Wait out just a bit. I'm gonna cast right there. Have you had any more bites? Houndfish follow. Well, I was shocked that I didn't get a single bite all afternoon. I even threw chum around my live bait, and still it was the Dead Sea. Oh goodness, there's a big ray right there. Big ray. That stingray was one of the only major signs of life I saw all evening. And I mean, it was perfect. Setting sun, light breeze, clear water, but still nothing. Well, my friends, beautiful evening out here. I kind of thought that with live fish and live crabs, I would have got something by now, but my dad is the only one that scored one on lures, which is kind of ironic. But have plenty of time left. I guess I'll just have to figure out another spot to try. See you guys tomorrow. My friends, we are at a brand new spot. What is this? Some sort of bee's nest? Might be.
On that branch over there,
there's
too.
a hole. Where?
Right there.
Oh yeah. What do you think? Should we break it open? That might be a bee's nest. I'm not sure though. All right, my friends, here we are at a brand new spot. Haven't shown you guys yet. So we pulled off on the side of the road, kind of on the wild side of the island. And we've already scouted this place once before. Check out how perfect this looks for fishing. Nothing is built here. It's rocky. Not really much of a beach, but just enough of a beach to be able to land some nice fish. Let's try fishing here for the afternoon. First cast of the day right here for both of us. Maybe there'll be a school of jacks out there. They hunt around in packs, guys. You never know when they're going to move through. Of course, there's also tarpon and snapper. I've seen some really big snapper on this side of the island.
Broke me off at the end of the leader.
Whoa.
You're still there?
Might have been a barracuda, I wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. You can see how the line's shredded up. Might have something toothy.
All right.
Dang. Well, there was like an $11 lure gone within the first few casts.
Third cast.
The third cast. Yikes. Yeah, I like how there's just enough sand for us to be comfortable walking, but it still is a rocky area to fish. This is perfect.
I'm going to do the smaller one because that's a little easier for me to...
Okay.
Work.
Yeah, that's a new Yozuri jerkbait here, guys. Saw a bunch of these at the tackle store, and I thought, well, they must work because they have a whole bunch of floating jerkbaits and a real nice selection of them. So my dad's going to throw that. That's brand new out of the package. Whoa. Check that out. It's a big dead pufferfish. One of the spiky ones. One of like those really venomous ones. That is crazy. It's huge too. Oh wait, it's just like the shell. Wait, there are no guts or anything inside of it. It's just the shell. Oh, look at the beak of the mouth. That is crazy. Look at all the big spikes on it. Whew, it stinks too. Huh. It's like almost like the exoskeleton of a pufferfish washed up here. All right, folks, in this bag is frozen octopus. You can't see it that well, but it's there. Clip off a piece. I have a small piece of tentacle. And I'm going to put that on a small silver circle hook. I've noticed around here that silver hooks, I think I'm getting more bites on silver hooks. Made that big of a difference, but I think that it does. There we go, and just a little split shot. Let's cast this over the reef and see what little monsters I can get come up to take that. See that? Come on, eat it. Got it. Yes, got a fish on, folks. Doesn't feel very big, but still, I got it out there a really long ways, and half first fish of the day. Got it out there a really long ways. What do we got? What do we got? Snapper, a little one, but hey, schoolmaster snapper, I will take it. There must be a lot of schoolmaster, because out of the three main snappers, mangrove, schoolmaster, and mutton, this is the most common one I've caught so far. Well, skunk is, oh, hey, whoa, out of the boat or off the shore. Well, he fell in the tide pool. I'll just leave him in there for now. In fact, I might use that tide pool for my future fish. I'll probably throw him out a little bit here, but leave him in there for now. Sweet, that was fast. Yeah, it helps casting out there. I have like a 3/4 ounce egg sinker on, so I can really huck this thing, and I think that's helping. Look, guys, look, fish chasing. A little fish, and a big fisher was chasing him. Oh, that's a good sign. That looked, oh, I'm getting a bite. Got him. Got another fish, guys. This might be a better one. This might be a better one right here. Yeah, this is fighting harder. Sweet. Oh, it's a big grunt. Dang it. Ah. Cool fish, but worthless. There's pretty blue stripes, yellow, a little bit of a black tail there, but just doesn't taste good. And we tried using them as bait, and they're not really great bait either. Do I have one? I have one. Yes, I have one. This is, I think he was snagged at first. Oh, no, this is a good solid fish here. It's it's a big like squirrel fish, what we call in Hawaii a squirrel fish. Look at that big dude. Cool. That's why I felt snagged at first, because these live under rocks. That is a nice, normally you just see little tiny ones. That's definitely an eating size one there.
Yeah, they got teeth, don't they?
I think so. I'm definitely going to use pliers for him.
Okay.
There's the octopus. He swallowed it, and then when I clean him, we'll take it out. Nice.
That is a pretty fish.
That is pretty. Sweet. I'll take my octopus, actually. There we go. All right, my friends, we have the fish in the yellow bag down there. We like that yellow bag because it keeps the fish alive and in the water. Got him. Yes. See, again, that one felt like quite large at first. I think because I had to pull him out of the cave. I might switch to a bigger piece of bait after this. I actually will. What do we got? Yep, another squirrelfish cave dweller. Interesting. Beautiful fish. I love when their fins stand up, if it will. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Look like an oversized aquarium fish. There we go. They have so many fins and stuff that'll jab and spike you. My dad has one.
A little grunt.
A little grunt. All right. Well, the skunk's off the shore for you. All right. Let's switch to some bigger bait. Bigger hook, bigger bait. If some like big snapper or tarpon or whatever are coming out to cruise around the evening, I'd rather like either not catch any more fish for the rest of the evening or catch a big one. That's cool. That's really cool. Look at this. It's a sponge. Huh. That's so interesting. Just like a sponge you'd use in the bathtub, except they would cut it and make it into a nice square or whatever. Cool. Well, the fossil, I almost feel like taking that home, kind of cutting it up myself and making a homemade sponge. I don't know if I will, but I'll throw that over there. That's kind of cool. What a beautiful evening out here, folks. Man, even if we don't catch anything, it's just amazing being... Oh, and we've already caught some. But even if I don't catch the big fish, still amazing. Well, folks, the good news is I got a brand new sponge for bathing, and we got one fish to eat. So it wasn't a total loss out here this evening. The hunt for big fish goes on. See you guys tomorrow. What is going on, my friends? Welcome to a little boat rental. We have just rented this big fishing boat for the next 6 hours and are gonna head out on the open ocean. Got a big cruise ship right ahead of us there, and we are gonna see what we can catch. As you can see, it's a little bit cloudy out. Hopefully a storm doesn't hit. I'm actually excited that it's cloudy though, because hopefully that means more fish come to the surface for our trolling part of this. And I have here I have an old fishing reel and a couple of baits that I brought from the Florida Keys. I caught my first mahi, solo mahi on this. It's a double rig. Guys, look how clear the water is today. We have calm seas. Ah, man. Got some people on I think some rental jet skis there. Probably the same company. But it's just gorgeous out here. And it's not too hot. That's really nice.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze.
Mm-hmm. Kind of cool seeing a cruise ship from this angle. I don't understand how those things stay upright, to be honest. They look so top heavy, like they should just tip over in the smallest seas, but there it is. Has a water slide up there. Alright guys, we're going to switch up now, and I'm going to throw this little pink worm. Also, I got in the Florida Keys. Apparently it's great for tuna. So let's see if it's great for tuna down here. They have a lot of tuna around here. There are 3 different kinds we can catch. I got one. I got one. I got one. Yeah, stop. Yeah, just slow it down. Don't stop completely, but slow it down. For sure. Something is wrong. Yes, please. He just pulled off. He just pulled off. Something is wrong with the line. It's jammed inside the reel. Dang it. Something is wrong with my line. There's something wrong. Oh my gosh. There's something, guys, internally. Oh gosh, that's unfortunate. It's like the line was just backlash caught. It wasn't backlash because it was just like caught inside of itself. Yeah, he just snapped it off. I mean, there's nothing I could do. No drag was being taken. Dang it! Dang it! Come all the way out here to do this and then have a reel malfunction like that. Guys, to come out here and then have a fish get off at something so stupid is idiotic. But got another worm out, so let's see how this does. This new reel, I'm gonna abandon that reel. Shall we eat something?
There you go.
Guys, we brought a whole rotisserie chicken out here. Do you want that?
I'll take it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. And I'll take this one. Wow-wee. Well, my friends, we're hanging these up for now. Nothing trolling. We tried for 3 hours. We have the boat rental for 6. And so we're going to now bottom fish for 3 hours. All right, my friends, all over this island, there are white buoys that you can tie up to because they don't want you to anchor on the coral. So we're gonna have to tie up to this. All right. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we're like, I don't know, 40 or 50 feet. So, time to break out the chum block. I always find this so interesting. Big, ground up block of chum, which we will slip into mesh bag and hang over side of boat. Kabloop. Tie it off and let it do its work. Let it melt down. So there's my bait, a sprat with a circle hook. Carolina rig, let's drop it down to the depths.
There we go, fish on.
Fish on, nice. Honest, the sabiki, remember, yeah, it's super ultra light sabiki. So, tiny hook, tiny line.
Oh! Okay.
Oh, that's a wahoo. Or no, that's a barracuda. That's a barracuda. Oh my gosh.
He might have been chasing what I had on.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, no, yeah. My sinker's gone.
He bit off your fish, I'll bet. I'll bet he bit off your fish. Oh, crazy.
That was nuts.
That was nuts. Well, we have barracuda around the boat. That's... You know, if we have predators like that hanging around, the thing I'm gonna do like a hook with a split shot and nothing else. And let's see if I can get something to come up and eat it.
Yeah, it looked like all of a sudden that thing went way down. I did. It just like whack. Done.
Oh, it must have been the barracuda. Wow. I didn't want to put a wire leader because I thought I don't want to scare away a jack or moth or anything like that. You know, the barracuda probably does that all the time to fishermen. He probably waits till people tie up to this buoy and then takes his position. Pops, there's a bunch of fish under us. Or something. Something's under us. I can't even see what it is. I don't know. They're big, though. Check it out. I think that is a huge school of really big jacks. One of the most desirable fish on this island. Several dozen of them right under the boat. And I love how you see the barracuda up close there, but then look way down there, there's another barracuda in the distance. Of course, I couldn't see any of this when I put the camera under.
Oh, fish on.
Fish on? Ooh, that was fast.
As it sunk. Come on now, let's get up here.
Nice.
Oh, come on, before anything gets it.
This might be actually a bigger fish. Bring him up. Oh, you got a bunch of fish following him. What is that big fish following?
There's a big one. No, I've got
Wait,
two.
you've got a triggerfish. You got 2 triggerfish, and there were a whole bunch of fish. What? You hooked one in the back.
I'll take it.
And then you got one that probably bit first, then you hooked the other one in the back, or vice versa.
Wow. Well, that's probably what's down there stealing our bait. Those are good fish.
Gosh, there were a bunch of fish following them too.
There you have it.
Well, we could put them in the live well and see.
We should. I'd like to eat trigger.
They were good.
Yeah.
I'll open this up. There's really pretty black with some blue on them.
Yeah, they are beautiful, aren't they? You hear them?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
This is our sophisticated live well, guys. There's a plug here. You take the plug out and it just lets more water in. But you better put the plug in if you don't want a flooded boat. So, okay. They should be happy in there. As far as fish can be happy.
They hit on the way down too.
That's what's been just plundering us. Oh, my dad hooked up again. That didn't take long. Another one. There must be clouds of them down there, because I certainly see a bunch of stuff. That's pretty though.
Yeah, they're pretty. I think we keep him. What do you think?
Nah. Okay. I think 2 is good.
Alrighty.
Check it out, guys. Mahi Slayer. Brand new lures. I love opening up brand new pack of baits. 1 big squid on the back and 1 little squid. Kind of a cool color. Preparing for trolling on the way back. We have less than an hour. I can't believe it. The day has flown by. Well, my friends, the boat rental did not pan out. I am still big fishless. It's been a beautiful day though. Like, I really can't complain. It's just cool being out here, the big cruise ship and stuff. We were close a bunch, so I guess we'll just have to see you guys at the next spot. All right, my friends, this is the last hoorah.
Last gasp.
Yeah, last gasp. This is the second to the last day before we leave. And tomorrow, the last day, we're gonna spend most of the day packing up and kind of winding down the trip. So what we decided to do is come to the launch ramp where we launched the boat. In fact, a bunch of fish just scattered because we've seen a bunch of tarpon here whenever the boat's been launched. Whenever we launch the boat. So, whoa. We'll have to be careful because the waves are large today. But we're gonna see if we can throw out some baits and catch a tarpon right off the launch ramp. It's a Sunday, and so a lot of people don't really get out and do stuff on this island on Sunday. So it's very quiet out here. All right, guys, these tarpon are used to eating the scraps that fishermen throw back in. So I have here, let me open it up, wrap them up good enough. I have here a frozen pompano. There's ice on them. So let's use a nice strip of this because the tarpon are used to just eating scraps.
There's one thing too, we can't go to the store today to get any more bait. So we have to be real careful because it's Sunday and the stores aren't open on Sunday here.
These tarpon might be a little leery of hooks. I'm actually gonna get a bigger chunk.
Thread it right inside the meat.
Yes.
That's cool.
See if burying it like that gets them to bite it.
Drag's that good? Drag good? Oh my gosh! Asa, you are kidding me. Oh my gosh!
Guys, tarpon are notoriously hard to catch. Like, there's something about their mouths or something.
Oh my word!
I don't know if I'm equipped to handle one that big. I mean, I could have given him a run. I'm not sure why the line snapped, actually. I've got big, strong leader. Nice big circle hook. Yeah, it's like maybe they do have teeth. Maybe when they get big, the teeth get bigger.
Yeah.
You have to use a wire. No, guys use mono. They talk about mono all the time. All right, re-rig. Buried the hook and the bait. Probably need to bury it a little bit more. I have wire leader on now, though. There we go. Let's see if we can pull a smaller one. A big one like that, it's going to be really hard to like clean and cook. So going for the little one.
One of those rare times you're going after the smaller fish, huh?
Yeah. I just learned something about tarpon. They don't like wire leader at all. 3 times they swam by it. 3 times. I mean, they didn't even sniff it. So going back to mono.
There's one right over there. I see him.
what? For some reason, they're hanging out in that corner now.
All right. Let him run. That's a good size one, Asa. Oh!
He's around that.
I think you better come the other way. Oh, you're nuts. Don't do that. Oh, he's back. He's back around. Let him tire. It's a lot like a sturgeon that way. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. Oh my goodness.
That was a massive one.
There it is again.
So, if you try to use too light, they just bite it off. But if you use too heavy, they won't bite. So you can see, just look how that head's rubbed to death.
Oh yeah.
He probably just has like a ridge in his mouth.
Yep.
I don't know what to do, because it seems, because like we tried the wire leader thing.
I think maybe if you can get them hooked just right, it'll, you know, like just.
Yeah, maybe I'm letting them take it too far, and I have to like set the hook kind of right away so it's in the corner of their mouth. Because I let them really take it, so it's down in there, and the line can just rub back and forth.
I say we try
probably
that.
the solution.
All right.
All right, my friends. So we took a break for about an hour, hour and a half. I went back to the house and got 50-pound mono. Hopefully this doesn't scare them, but it's heavy enough to get them. And we're just gonna give this, you guys can see where the sun is, give this one last go here. Hopefully just use the whole head. It's not like they can't suck that in.
They're big enough.
All right, guys, let's try the head.
Well, that's the one you want, why don't you?
He's looking at it, he's just eyeballing it. Oh, they turned away. Turned away. That 50 pounds. What do you do? Stuck back. He looked at it again and then went over it. He wants it.
Oh, let him keep looking.
He just keeps looking.
No way.
Got it. On the head. He went and looked at it a whole bunch of times.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Well, it reminds me of fighting sturgeon.
Sure. It's understandable. I'd let him tire out a bit. Well, you got. Oh my word. Wow.
By the top.
We could go over there. Well, that's hard to get.
They'll make a run behind the dock.
Yeah, that's true.
Like their only option is right over there.
Oh, look at him.
Beautiful. The wave can come and I can lift them over on
Here it comes.
Go on this side. Go on this side.
Okay.
Grab him.
We'll see. Yeah, let me set the camera over.
All right, guys. Look, we practically caught him. All right, land him. Here, just grab him by the mouth. He's got teeth. Woo! I just caught my first tarpon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sure.
What a great. Do you have teeth?
I don't feel any.
Okay.
I just caught my first tarpon, guys. Oh, and it's a manageable one. but still a really nice catch.
Look at the scales.
I know. That is crazy. I'm shaking. Oh, that big wave. Thank you, Lord. Washed him right up on shore, or out to the other side of the rock like we needed. Well, I'm shaking. That was a big fight. I think we should bleed him out.
There you go. I think that's a good idea.
All right, guys, we just bled him out. Not going to show that, but he's dead. He's bled out. I was sitting there, and I was trying to get him to come over this little wall. You guys didn't see him because my dad was running around with the camera, but a big wave lifted him right up over it and practically set him right on the launch ramp. So that was epic. My first tarpon. Let's do a cook. All right, my friends, we have the tarpon in the bathtub here underneath this yoga mat. Just use it to kind of keep the cool down. But I have towels, and under the towels are ice and salt. So we're gonna keep it nice and cool for tomorrow's cook. But I want to show y'all something else. We didn't have a cooler big enough. That's why we had to use the tub, by the way. Anyway, I want to show y'all something else that's kind of interesting. So this is where I grabbed the tarpon. And you can see how it roughed up my hand there. It doesn't have any teeth, but the ridge still really roughed up my hand. And that is exactly what was happening to the 30-pound test leader. I could fight him for about 5 minutes, and then they'd eventually snap it. He even kind of nicked me up there. I could fight him for 5-10 minutes, and then they would snap it off. That's why I needed the 50-pound leader. He couldn't quite work his way through that. And he's a little bit smaller one than some of the beasts that we saw down there. So anyway, super happy to finally land my first tarpon. See you guys tomorrow morning for the cook. All right, my friends, out here on this beautiful rooftop cooking area that I have access to. Got the tarpon all laid out here. Gonna fillet this guy for the first time. There are a lot of theories surrounding tarpon, whether they're good to eat or not. Some people say they stink, which at the moment it smells like any other fish. But some people claim that they stink once you start cutting into them. But we will see, because the last time we ate a barracuda, which also have a bad reputation, it was delicious. And again, for this episode, I have access to this beautiful rooftop. Look at the various colors of the water. Close, shallower, and then out there. In fact, you have the really shallow band right there, then that color, and then the dark blue way out there. Just an amazing day out here. Very blessed to be up here. All right, one of the first things I'm gonna do is measure this sucker. 50 inches to the tip, about 45, 44 to the fork. I'm not sure how they measure tarpon, but 50 inches even pretty much. So that's pretty cool. All right, with a fish this big, I usually fillet it in chunks. So what we'll do is I'm gonna first cut from here back and then another, probably in thirds. So, all right, the scales are massive on this dude. So cutting into it. I mean, look how big that scale is. Good grief. Whoa. Yeah, I gotta get all the scales out of the way first. It's just so many. There. We're through. There's something difficult. Is it bony, or there's something kind of difficult about cleaning it besides the scales? It's like hard to push through. Okay, no, it's just the scales. See, look how the scales are building up on my knife. It's very difficult to, well, so far it's been pretty difficult to clean. We'll see. All right, so the meat, interestingly, is a little on the red side, which actually isn't a great sign. If it was pearly white, that would be great, but it ain't. Not that it's gonna be terrible, but usually you want white meat in fish. Big bones there. I don't feel any little bones though. I think that barracuda had the reputation of a bunch of bones in them, and that was just simply not true. And so far, feeling in these, I'm not feeling a lot of bones. I'm gonna see if this cleaver, because there we go, the cleaver is helping. This is a very difficult fish to clean. Them right alongside triggerfish. Now, does it stink? No. It's no more than any other fish. It smells just like a fish. So that myth is busted. It's interesting how difficult it is to cut through. All right, so here's a fillet. You can see how red it is. Do I feel any bones? Okay, I do feel bones right there. I feel 1, 2, about half a dozen. Interesting. So there are bones, but there aren't bones close to the skin. Weird. All right, the theory that it's bony is true. All right, my friends, after much effort, you can actually see in this cross section here, see that layer of red? That's interesting. You want to avoid that usually. All right, my friends, I cut just the tail off to use it for a possible underwater experiment later. That'll probably be a whole separate video though. But you can see how closer to the tail things look more normal. You need a big knife for this job. But there we go. All those little bits should be, the fish will love to come and just eat off of it. So I'm gonna save that. I think I got a boneless steak off of it, if you can call that a steak. I don't like the color of it. You can see the kind of grayish red. That's usually a bad sign, but we'll see. I'll give it my honest taste test. Taste test comparison. We have a couple of fish we know are good. We'll fillet them up real quick. Ah, so nice to clean something small. Alright, my friends, after having cleaned both of these fish now, I would say that the tarpon, because of its size, is harder to clean. Now, if you had a triggerfish the size of a tarpon, which would be a sight to behold, it might be different. Their skin is so thick and leathery. I feel like you're dulling my knife. But the tarpon is super annoying to clean because of the big scales and stuff, but triggerfish, they're holding their own in the difficulty level, so. Alright, my friends, we're gonna keep it pretty simple because I just want to taste the essence of tarpon. So first thing I'm doing is got some strong kitchen foil. It's literally called strong kitchen foil, and it's hard to break actually. But that's good. That means it won't leak. Tarpon. I'll put it in the middle. It's interesting how mealy it seems to me. It seems like it'd be good for fish burgers or fish patties, and I actually just had, not 20 minutes ago, my friend Gio sent me a video, tarpon burgers, that a guy made. Haven't watched it, but he sent it to me. And after filleting the fish, I can see that you could make burgers out of these.
Why do you say that?
Because you could grind them up into, or like kind of mush them together.
Sure.
Not even grind them up, but just mush them together to make a patty and then cook it. My dad got some interesting butter. It's garlic and herb butter, but I think it's a happy accident because that's perfect for this way of cooking. I'm going to stick it right on there. I think we should add some salt to it. Just that much. This is Kickin' Chicken Seasoning. A subscriber named Heidi Hefs turned me onto it last year about this time. She sent me some in the mail, and I tried it, and I was like, whoa, that is good. And this is just a common seasoning you can get at any kind of Home Depot or Lowe's or anything like that. So anyway, yeah, definitely try some. I really like it. It's good on fish and chicken, even though it's made for chicken. And we will fold that up in a little foil boat. Come over here, and we'll stick her right on the grill there, and let that kind of poach in the butter. For the next thing we're going to do is deep fry them. Because if you have a fish that's not super great, if you deep fry it, a lot of times it can make it great. I did clean off the cutting board good, by the way. I have a hard time with the wind blowing this stuff away. Be real careful there. And I'm going to put some salt in there. Be generous with that. And then some of this Kickin' Chicken seasoning on that as well. It's really good on fish. as well as chicken. In fact, my first wild chicken ever, I used that stuff for it. It was really good.
This has been tested on wild chicken too.
Yes.
Not only wild fish, but
That's true. That's true. And set her right in there and coat it up good. It's kind of it was kind of weird how it came off in, how'd you put just these, it just tears really easily.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how good it is or not. I really don't care for the color.
Yeah.
That can be a dead giveaway. I'm trying not to make too big of a mess with this wind, but gently roll it around in the flour. And then for taste test comparison, we've got triggerfish, which is delish. These are all, should be boneless fillets too.
Now that looks good.
Yeah, that's, you can see the meat comparison. In fact, let's grab one more piece of, ooh, yikes. Yikes.
That's the tarpon.
That's the tarpon.
Oh boy. Yeah. You're not going to make me eat that, right?
You know, they just eat other fish though, so I don't see how I don't think they're going to be like as bad as carp or something like that. It's kind of fun rolling it around on a cutting board as opposed to like putting it in a Ziploc bag or something like that. Tarpon going in fresh. Nice. And I'll just put these little scraps here around it.
Is that tarpon as well?
Yes, sir. It's all tarpon for the first round.
All right.
Cool.
Look how that boat looks like it's just gliding across on glass or something. See the shadow under it? It's a dive boat. A whole bunch of boats parked here the last few days because of a storm that we had. And this is a real safe bay a lot of times. So he must be going back to where they normally dock or moor.
Ooh, doggy.
Oh man.
It looks good.
Sure do.
Looks like a big piece of chicken.
Yeah, chicken tender, huh?
Uh-huh. And then the little chicken tenders. All right, what I'm going to do is put in some triggerfish. And then one piece of the squirrel fish, or yeah, I think it's a squirrel fish, in there. So that way we get the good ones. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's plenty done.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that kicking chicken helps add a nice color to these fish and stuff, because they kind of look like chicken, you know?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 3 fish, and the tarpon is right there. We'll try that first, actually. First, we'll say a prayer there. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this blessed time out here, and thank you for all the variety of fish you've created for us to enjoy. I ask you bless this food to our bodies now. Through Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, tarpon.
Tarpon first.
What is myth and what... Oh, that's kind of a weird-looking piece.
Try it.
Cheers.
Cheers, I think.
They don't say they
Smells
could
like
be
fish.
toxic or anything.
It's not ugly. You know,
No.
It's not like, ugh.
Not spit it out or anything.
No, no. I think
Little
we
tartar.
put some tartar slaw.
Thank you, Pops, for making the...
My pleasure. Use your mom's
Tartar slaw.
recipe, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a little?
Sure. Yeah, it's not... I was a little bit... I thought maybe we may eat one bite and be done, but...
Yeah. No. I would say the texture, I don't care for that. I think you want to cut it thin like you did, because that way it fries on both sides and it makes it a little crispier than it would be ordinarily.
It's a very soft fish.
Yeah,
Is that,
soft fish,
yeah,
yep.
Definitely a very soft fish. Now, speaking of which, we just so happen to have some
There you
little
go.
crispy pieces. I like your idea of maybe it'd be better
Cheers.
really thin. Like a really thin, kind of hard crisp. It's crunchy.
Yeah, I actually like that better. It's there's more body to it because of the coating. Well, that's a good coating you put on it. But I like tarpon.
Guys, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't taste nasty.
No.
I do see why, because of how hard it is to clean. Maybe it's not the favorite fish, but no, there's nothing nasty about it.
I can see too doing fish burgers with it. You know,
If I catch another, we'll have to try that, because that might be just thing. Now, let's compare it, though, with the old triggerfish, which we know is delicious. You want to grab that, break it in half.
there you go. Thank you.
Okay. Cheers.
Oh,
One thing about that triggerfish, I put it in the freezer, because I wasn't sure if I was ever going to catch a big fish. So that might affect it a little bit.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, it is. I like the texture better than.
You like the firm. You've always liked firm fish.
Yeah, I do.
And then
It's a good flavor.
which one's better? The squirrel fish. Kind of dip him in there. Cheers.
Well, that's good.
I really like squirrel fish a lot.
I like this squirrel fish.
Yes. You know what? I need to try this.
What do we have?
This is Jamaican crushed Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. This is extremely popular in the Caribbean. I've never had it, so I thought I would try it. Let's put it on the tarpon and see.
Looks kind of like a chutney or something almost.
Let's see how it comes out here.
Ooh,
Oh
there
yeah,
you
it
have
is exactly like a chutney. Okay. Well, that came out
I'm going to
fast.
let you try
Well,
it first.
It's supposed to be quite hot. Let's see. I kind of like hot, but
Yeah, you like it more than I do. Is it hot? Oh.
it's very hot.
Very fine.
I like it. It's I like the. Ooh, I need some milk or something.
Oh my. Really?
Wow.
I'm glad I didn't do that. You gonna be all right?
That that packs a punch. I think it's better as a marinade just to get a little spice on something you want. In fact, I'm gonna get this creamy coleslaw here. Better off in tinier amounts. I like it. The flavor though, when it first went in, it was like nice, and then just kind of the heat overwhelmed me.
Kind of like someone struck a match to the.
I'm sweating.
I can see that.
Overall, would recommend in smaller dosages. And the last thing we gotta try is the tarpon in here. Look at that. All right. I mean, we already know it's good now, I guess, but we'll try a little bite.
Heck yeah.
What I'm gonna do is put just a little seasoning, splash right over top. All right, is this better than fried? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to taste much because my mouth is on fire.
You want me to try it?
Yeah, that might be better.
Okay, here. All
My
right.
taste buds are writhing, so you're not.
Taste buds out, not right. That's interesting. It almost has. It's a little drier.
Huh.
That's kind of strange. Yeah, but that, and so there's a little more body to it almost. It's not bad. It just takes on the flavor of whatever you put on it, I would say.
Yeah, it has bones in it, but it just has big bones, so they're kind of easy to work around. It's not like it's filled with tiny pin bones.
That's good fish.
Yeah.
Again, I can see why a guy would want to make a tarpon burger. You know, form it up or grind it up and then form it, whatever.
So guys, here's my conclusion of the tarpon. It's edible. Definitely. I mean, don't believe anybody who's like, oh, they're toxic.
Disgusting.
They're disgusting. Yeah. They're not disgusting or anything. But it's a little bit of a process to get the meat out. So if you're feeling adventurous, definitely try it for yourself, but only if you're feeling quite adventurous. Otherwise, yeah, a lot of work. Otherwise, catch and release, and they're super fun to catch. So difficult to catch too. Wow, that thing circled 4 times to eyeball the bait before it ate the pompano head. So
There you go.
well, my friends, thank you, Pops, for
What
this.
an adventure! What a time!
Yes, what a
Golly.
beautiful place.
I'd like to come back.
Let's do it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one. All right, my friends, let's make the sponge into a sponge. I'm going to try to make a nice little square. The bread cutter. This is the original way that sponges came about. They took actual sponges from the ocean floor. I think now they're all just synthesized. They may have natural ones, I guess. They probably do. I don't know about such things, though.
Is it hard? Or it looks like it's kind of like bread.
It's kind of, it surprised me how dirty it is.
I can't believe how much sand there was.
Uh-huh.
And that's on the inside too. It's not just on the outside.
Yeah. Wow. You know, it's more crumbly than I thought. I thought I'd be able to make like a perfect square with it.
Close.
I didn't know that there were big hollows and stuff. Well,
It's like a cross between a loofah and a sponge.
Yeah. You know, maybe if I just cut, well, no, if I keep cutting it, it is a little crumbly. And it's dirtier than I thought. So they would have spent a lot of time cleaning these really well before you sold them and shaping them. probably leave that to the sponge experts. I don't know if I'll actually use this, but there you go. That's where the original sponges came from.